Hello, party people. I made this video last night, but it got scuffed. I think there was something wrong with the microphone, or the settings, because Windows did just update, and you know what that always means. I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. Those, as of now, aren't my scheduled days anyway. I have to go in tomorrow on Wednesday, assuming everything goes fine. Anyway, to move away from that topic, taking Thursday, Friday off. Like, ideally, I want to just go somewhere, like anywhere remotely different, not necessarily the East Coast. But I, I, I'm, I'm kind of drained. I'm kind of bothered. I was about to say disgruntled, but let's go with bothered. I'm kind of bothered that first of all, I didn't get the position that I wanted at the place I've been working at the longest, and I didn't get the option to stay at the place I've been working more frequently these days. So this has happened to me twice in a row, and I'm not like I understand. I was about to say I understand, but like I sort of don't at the same time. I uh, I am able to rest easy knowing that there's nothing else I could have done. I mean, like I honestly feel like I put as much thought, time, and effort into everything I did at both those jobs. Um, I I don't know what I could have done differently to change the outcome. And on one hand, that is very reassuring. On the other hand, it makes me question just simple things like, am I not good enough? Like, obviously, I don't mean like morally or something in terms of like in the workforce. We all have these moments of weakness where we question things that we normally wouldn't question about ourselves, about our work ethic, about our communication skills, and just about, I don't want to say what more could I have done. I want to say what else could I have done that I didn't do. And I shouldn't be thinking about what's missing from my equation. I shouldn't be thinking about what I'm lacking in. I feel like I should be thinking about what do I already have that I can do better at. But if I'm missing some core component that I may or may not be able to figure it out or find it, then what the fuck am I doing? You know, it's just like, I understand this is a rejection speaking, but you can only get rejected so many times, and I understand it's only been 2 times, and maybe the third time's a charm, blah blah blah. But yeah, I'm gonna take Thursday and Friday off. Those, like I said, those are my scheduled days anyway, and my coworker already has it covered anyway. So like, essentially nothing's changed because I'm coming in tomorrow anyway. Assuming I'm going in tomorrow, there's been a lot of stuff going on anyway. So I got Google Maps open, right, guys? I got it open, and we're gonna figure out where I'm gonna go from maybe Wednesday night, Thursday morning to Sunday ish. Actually, okay, no, I need to figure out the schedule for it. Fuck, I was gonna say Tuesday or like almost a week fucking off, but hey, whatever. But I can't do that. I can't do it. My coworker and I, we have to figure out the schedule. So anyway, okay, so let's just break things down here. I've never been to Maine before. I'm sort of interested. Before like the full on winter sets in, maybe like still have that cozy cabin. The little, what do you call that? The what's that word like for when you're doing winter sports? The lodge? Is it the lodge? I don't know, it's something. But I don't know anything about Maine, so that might be the best place to go. I don't know. Is it Portland, Maine? Is that important? What is the capital of Maine? Do you guys know? Is it Augusta? I don't really fucking know. Do I have to zoom in to find it? It's not Newport, is it? Good cigarette still, by the way. No, this is no such thing as a good cigarette. Never mind. Okay, I don't see any place I recognize, so we'll have to put that in the maybe list. Never been to New Hampshire. Never been to Vermont. I mean, Manchester, New Hampshire. There's also Manchester, Massachusetts, though. Concord? Was that? Concord. Why does that sound familiar? Um, okay, in Vermont, we got, uh, I don't know. What the fuck is in Vermont? Um, I wish it would show the borders a little bit. Not that I don't know the borders, it's just, we have the hand cam out because I was gonna do my nails at the same time, but you know what? Maybe we'll hold off on that. I don't know. Maybe I should make this video two parts. How about that? Like, you shouldn't do that in some cases unless like you're fairly popular, because like everyone will only look at one part and figure the other part is basically the same. They might not even go in order of the parts. That's just what I've learned, being the experienced YouTuber that I am. You see, that was what, I forget I'm supposed to go like this, but that looks even worse. But I'm just anyway. Uh, Obviously, I've been to New York. I've been to Boston. I've passed through Hartford. Um, Maybe I should go to Mystic for that pizza in the movie. That's a ways away though, isn't it? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But that is an option. I won't rule out that is an option. There's also Salem in Massachusetts as well. I think I passed through there once. Maybe I rode the little the hayride. It was like a tour. There weren't scary monsters jumping around. There were. It was very adult. Let me put it that way. Not that kind of adult, but it was very adult. Um, Albany. I mean, if you've already been to New York City, I feel like you've experienced all there is in New York anyway. Maybe that's just an ignorant, person from the East Coast speaking. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to go to South. We're not going lower than where the cutoff is, like West Virginia, Kentucky, uh, where else? Where else is there? We're not going to Arkansas, not going to Missouri, not Tennessee, not North or South Carolina. Anywhere below that, no, we're not doing that. I don't feel like getting killed. Uh, tell me I'm exaggerating. Tell me in this day and age of the post pandemic. Tell me I'm exaggerating. All right, whatever. Um, I've been to Philadelphia. That was all right. Been in Atlantic City in Jersey. Um, I'm not necessarily just naming off places I've been, but it's just I would like to go somewhere new. Um, Never been to any part of Ohio, I don't think. I would love to go to Akron so that I can see where LeBron James grew up from his rags to riches story. Cleveland, that'd be kind of cool too. Um, don't know that much about Michigan besides Detroit. I've never been to Detroit. I would love to though. Watch a Pistons game, and like in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, we go to watch Giannis. Uh, Look at the city name. The city is named Kalamazoo. What the fuck is Kalamazoo? Um, Indiana. have I? I don't think I've been to any part of Indiana. I might have drove through it when I was driving across the country. There's also Illinois. I've been in Chicago. That time in my life did not end as well as I hoped, but things end for a reason. Let me put it that way. That's what we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better, though. Yeah. Peoria. Why does that sound like it's from a Wayne's World movie? You guys don't remember Wayne's World? It's so fucking old. Yeah. Any farther than like Illinois, specifically Chicago, I think I should because like then we're talking like a plane ride and all this shit, and like not that I wouldn't take a plane to some of these places in the Northeast I mentioned, but it's good like the Northeast. But yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Utah, but or Denver. That's all these big cities. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to them at some point. Portland, Portland, Oregon specifically. Uh, Seattle, Washington. Vancouver and Montreal are also right near the borders too, on opposite ends, of course. Boise, Idaho. Been to Las Vegas, been to California. Um, let's go to Mexico. Let's go to Mexico and never come back, but not by choice. Our organs would be harvested. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they do that there. I think it's an Asian thing only, because you know how much we love our organs. Um, Albuquerque, Phoenix. Um, oh yeah, I said I wouldn't go to the South. Well, Miami would be kind of cool because that's like not really the South. That's like the nice part of the South, like the college vacation spot, Fort Lauderdale, etc. Okay, should I go to Texas? I mean, like, I feel like Texas is not as racist. It's like maybe still a little bit, but not as much. So San Antonio, watch the Spurs games. Houston, watch the Rockets game. Dallas, watch the Mavericks game. They're all like they form a triangle on a map. I don't know if you guys can see this, but right here, uh, the trifecta of Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas. It's pretty crazy. I've been to Austin. That's pretty crazy that all the basketball cities they're not like nearby each other, but like I think they're pretty close together. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never driven that far around anymore around there. Uh, let's go to Cancun, guys. Let's go to Cancun. I had an option to go, but I was working, so I couldn't go. It's for one of my cousin's weddings, and not one of his weddings. Like he has multiple weddings. Was for his wedding. That's what I meant to say. Uh, but yeah. Unfortunately, I was working back then, and it was I didn't feel comfortable with taking that many days off. I forgot even what the fuck I was doing. I think I was like working multiple jobs at the time. I'm talking like two or three. Um, at one point, I was working three part-time jobs in a row. Yeah, I don't want to say in a row, but like regularly. I basically I had like one day out of the week to rest. I think, and like that was my weekend, and that was when I was seeing a certain person in my life that and I know I stopped talking. I've seen a certain person in my life that I'm probably never gonna see again. But hey, it happens. Nova Scotia. Should we avoid places we need a passport for? I mean, like, damn, how am I gonna get there in the first place? Like, plane. Well, how about a train? How about I start taking train places? Like, I miss taking. That's an email from my PlayStation card reminding me to use my PlayStation card. Uh, okay. Well, that's what I got, guys. This video is about 15 minutes long. It was shorter than the one I scuffed last night, so there you go. I don't know. If anyone knows where I should go, let me know. If anywhere, I'll probably just hang around locally, and hopefully not that locally. Maybe it's just somewhere I haven't been. I feel like that's the best option, and maybe it could just be a day trip, because like I don't necessarily need to stay in a hotel. It'd be kind of interesting, but I don't necessarily need to know. And Friday my visiting nurse comes as well, so not that I can't reschedule that. It's just that it's just a pain in the ass. It's happened to me twice in a row. Twice in a row it happened to me. I feel like there were people there who knew I should have been considered a lot more. If not given the position completely, just to have been considered at all a lot more. And I'm not saying it was rushed. I'm not saying there was foul play or whatever you want to call it. There wasn't anything personal. That just gives me all the more reason wondering why. And understand, figuring out why is just a phone call away, but I don't know. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.